What's up, guys? If you use a portable laptop for work, study, or even gaming, you have probably had problems connecting devices to it, such as 2 or even 3 monitors, MicroSD or SD cards, Ethernet cable, and more. A simple and elegant solution for your desk is a docking station like this one from MOKiN. By connecting just one USB-C cable, you get 13 additional ports for your laptop. We have actually already tested the docking station from MOKiN, but the new one doesn't have a display. Is it really necessary for the docking station? Let's check it out and find out what advantages the new docking station has. So the box of the new MOKiN docking station looks the same as the previous one we tested. It only has a different inscription here – multifunctional USB-C docking station. Opening the box, we see a pretty big power adapter, like the kind used for a laptop or a mini PC. It has a 12 volts to 7.5 amperes or 150 watts output, so I think one of the dock station ports provides a charging speed of up to 150 watts. We will check that a little later. Then there is a docking station in the box. You will also find a power cable and USB-C to USB-C cable in the package. So I can already see the first advantage of this docking station compared to the previous one we tested. It is smaller and much lighter. This makes it more convenient to carry around, for example, from home to the office and vice versa. Its dimensions are 168 by 68 by 35 mm. The weight is 268 grams. Even though it is lightweight, the dock station has a metal casing. The gray part around the perimeter is made of metal, while the black top and bottom are plastic. There is only a MOKiN logo on the top and cooling vents on the bottom. The station also has 4 rubber feet, so it is quite stable on the desk. All ports and connectors are located on the front and rear panels. The front panel features a USB-C PD30W port, USB-C 3.1 port with 10 gigabits per second, data transfer, 3.5mm audio jack, SD and MicroSD card readers with maximum 104 megabits per second, data transfer, 2 USB-A 3.0 ports with 5 gigabits per second, data transfer, and power button. As for the rear panel, there's RJ45 1000 megabits per second, Ethernet port, USB-A 2.0 with 480 megabits per second, data transfer, 2 HDMI and DP ports, USB-C host port and DC power connector. So I counted 13 ports on this docking station. If we talk about the advantages of the new docking station, again, it allows you to connect 3 monitors using 2 HDMI ports and a DP port, while the previous station had only 2 HDMI ports. Let's check it out right away. You know, before buying the MOKiN docking station or any other, you need to make sure that your laptop supports full functional USB-C, Thunderbolt 3, 4 or 5 or USB 4 ports. Unfortunately, my laptop doesn't have any of these ports, so I will test the dock station with my mini PC. First, we need to connect the dock station to the computer using a USB-C cable and USB-C host port on the back of the station. Now let's connect 2 monitors to the station using HDMI cables. They work as soon as you plug them in. No drivers, settings or anything else are needed. You can also connect a third monitor to the MOKiN docking station using the DP port, but unfortunately I don't have this cable now. By the way, the USB-C ports on this docking station are only used for charging and file transfer, but not for video output. In the settings, you can select Extended or Duplicate mode for use in monitors. One of my monitors has a resolution of 2K and refresh rate of 100 Hz. While the other has 1080p and 60 Hz. However, you can connect the monitors up to 4K and 144 Hz to this docking station. So this is perhaps one of the most important and useful functions of the docking station. However, the station also allows you to transfer files, connect to wired internet, and charge devices. Let's check it out. So you can use USB-C 3.1 and two USB-A 3.0 ports on the front to transfer files with 10 gigabits per second and 5 gigabits per second respectively. There is also one USB-A port on the back, and it only has a transfer speed of 480 megabits per second, so I think it is better to use it to connect a computer mouse, keyboard, printer, and other devices. So I have a portable SSD with a file transfer rate of 10 gigabits per second, just like the USB-C port on the dock station. Let's check it out. The reading speed is 973 megabits per second, and the writing speed is 952 megabits per second. Yes, the USB-C port on the MOKiN docking station really has a data transfer of 10 gigabits per second. Let's also check the USB-A ports on the front of the station. The reading speed is 377 megabits per second, and the writing speed is 427 megabits per second. This is somewhat less than 5 gigabits per second, but still quite good for a USB-A port. By the way, the MOKiN docking station also has SD and MicroSD card readers with support for up to 104 megabits per second data transfer. For my memory card, the read speed is 95 megabits per second, and the write speed is 45 megabits per second. Another useful feature of the docking station is a 1 gigabits per second RJ45 Ethernet port for wired internet. However, I only have a 100 megabits per second internet connection, so my download and upload speeds are around 100 megabits per second. In any case, this is good if you need wired internet. Finally, let's check the charging speed of the MOKiN dock station. First, the USB-C host port on the back has an output power of 100 watts, so when you connect the laptop to the station, it will charge really quickly. In my case, the laptop is charging at about 50 watts, because that is the maximum it supports. The first USB-C port on the front provides 30 watts PD charging. My smartphone receives about 11 watts from it, because that is also the maximum it supports. You can also connect another smartphone or other device to the second USB-C port on the front of the dock station, as well as two devices to the USB-A ports. So we have 5 devices charging from the MOKiN docking station. So at the beginning of the video, I already started comparing the new MOKiN docking station with the previous one that we tested on our channel. So its main advantages are that it is more compact and lightweight for carrying around, supports connecting 3 monitors instead of 2, and has more USB-A ports for connecting various devices. However, this dock station doesn't have a display that allows you to monitor the charging speed of each port and total output, as well as the resolution of connected monitors. I don't know if this is really important to you. You decide for yourself which docking station is better for you. I think they are both good for their price of around $100. Thank you for watching. See you soon!